Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for November 14th of 2025 is titled Florida Northern Lights. So what do we see here? Well, here we see the sky as seen over Florida, and the streak of light is actually a meteor and is part of the northern torrid meteor shower that occurs this time of year. So that's one thing we see in the sky, and that's sort of expected. We often see meteors, and they can be seen almost anywhere on Earth. More unusual is the reddish glow that we see. This is actually the aurora, or the northern lights. Now, we've seen many pictures of the aurora on our photos here in the past, but we tend to see them from very northerly or southerly locations, and that's because they are regions around the north or south magnetic poles where particles from the sun stream along Earth's magnetic field lines, and that's where they strike the atmosphere. So it's common to see the aurora in Scandinavia, Canada, Alaska, very far northerly, or very far southerly locations, but it is not common to see them at Florida. And that's because Earth's magnetic field keeps them away from lower latitudes. They're all funneled toward the higher latitudes. In order to see them at lower latitudes, it requires a massive storm that deforms Earth's magnetic field, allowing the particles to strike the atmosphere at lower latitudes. And that has happened recently, where we've had coronal mass ejections that have come from the sun, striking Earth, and with enough intensity that they deform Earth's magnetic field. Now, this allows things like the aurora to be seen at much more southerly latitudes than we would otherwise expect. And in fact, the more intense the storm, the further south they're able to be seen. So the fact that we're seeing these in Florida, that means that there was a pretty big storm coming that gave this amount of energy that could really disrupt Earth's magnetic field to this extent, allowing us to see the aurora here. Now, the aurora occurs, as I said, when those charged particles strike Earth's atmosphere. They funnel around it toward the poles where the magnetic field lines come into Earth. At that point, they will strike atoms in Earth's upper atmosphere and cause them to glow. Now, we often see a green glow of oxygen atoms, and that's a very common one that we see, but there are other colors that can be seen as well. And the red that we see is associated with oxygen atoms, as is the green color we normally see. However, they're at different altitudes above Earth's surface. The red is much higher up, where the atmosphere is thinner, which allows the red transition to be seen. At somewhat lower latitudes, still nowhere close to the surface of Earth, we can get the more common green color that we see. So it really matters where we are seeing these and how high up in Earth's atmosphere they are occurring. So again, this is a chance to really see some nice aurora at many locations on Earth where they would not normally be visible. So that was our picture of the day for November 14th of 2025. It was titled Florida Northern Lights. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.